It's me, Monte. Welcome back. I had a week off of Thanksgiving break. Hopefully you had some time off with your family too. My district gets a week off, so we were gone for the 5 days of Thanksgiving week. It is November 28th. And so I'm starting up my computer. My Promethean board is not going, so I'm gonna have to mess with that right now, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I came in a little bit earlier than 8, so I'll say 7:45 to lose my brain, but then, to pick it up and get it back together. Pro tip is to make your copies before you leave, so that way when you come in, everything's here. But also remember that you made your copies, because last night and this morning I was freaking out because I didn't know if I had math, but I do. Week before vacation, Natalie remembered to do math for Monday. So I have my math for today. I have my rest of my slides done for the week. I did that over the weekend, or I did that yesterday. And so I know what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna get my copies in order because right now they're just in a big stack, and then we'll see what we're doing in first grade. Okay, I put my brain in order. We're gonna come in. Our song of the week is Let's Build a Gingerbread House. It's a cute little 2-minute song that I found on YouTube. And then after we sing that song, we're on the carpet. I'll give them like 3-4 minutes to talk to their friends. They haven't seen each other in a week, so they're gonna be excited to see each other. So giving them that time in the beginning just to talk and share helps with the talking and sharing during lessons. I also call some people during the day. I'll just say, what did you do? And I'll get to everyone during the day. I have all their names on cards, and so I call them and I show them, it says your name. And I just call them and show them and say, do you have anything to share? And throughout the day, I'll get to all of them. I'll put a little mark on my cards. I did do a teacher mistake. I had them take their name tags home because I was gonna make them new ones. Did I make them new ones? No, my bad. So we're gonna deal with that. After calendar and everything and our little song, we'll go into math groups. We're gonna do more than lesson. Like I said, future Natalie or past Natalie made the copies for math today, which was awesome. And so we're gonna do more than lesson. I start with my lower group because they're gonna need a little bit more assistance to get the things done. Where my higher group, they start with independent work first. My higher group's already done comparing numbers more than less than equal to, so this is their seat work. They should remember it, but right before I send them, we'll go over what more than less than equal to is. So with my higher group, will start with the worksheet first, and then I will get my lower group, and then I get my middle group, and then I get my higher group at the end. And that's just how I grouped them, was medium, low, high, but also my low kids happen to be all my EL students. So that worked out. And so they get a little bit more instruction, not instruction, a little bit more vocabulary, and we go a little bit slower usually with that group just because that's their ability level. And then my higher group, we go a little bit faster. I tend to skip things that I know that they know how to do. I give them a couple of problems, they know how to do it. Okay, we're gonna skip this lesson. After that, we're gonna get to phonemic awareness. We're doing end blends or end blends. So our end blends are like ST, NT, ND, SK. So the two consonants at the end of the word. So we'll get into phonemic awareness, which is listening. You can do phonemic awareness in the dark. And then we'll get into our poem of the week, which is 5 Crunchy Gingerbread Men. It's Gingerbread Week, and so everything's gonna revolve around gingerbread men. And then our read out loud today this week is going to be Tough Cookie. I got a bundle from Primary Scouts, which wasn't the whole bundle, it was the retail bundle. And so it just goes over problem solution, beginning, middle, end, and then there's the retail craft. And the reason why I did that was because at the end, towards the end of the day, we're also going to do a read out loud of different versions of Gingerbread Man. And so I'll bring in character traits then, I'll bring in comparing characters then, I'll bring in different comprehension skills with my read out loud for Gingerbread Man. And then on Friday, we have a fun Gingerbread Man activity. And then we'll have Lexia. Lexia is our iPad program. That should get us through lunchtime. So I'll see you at lunchtime. We'll go over what I did today and what I haven't done today, and we'll see what I need to do. I do know I need to make name tags, which probably won't get done. I need to make copies of their calendar page for today. So we need to do one each day to have it done by Christmas for the refrigerator gift. And then I need to put the homework together. Homework for my first graders, I don't try to do very much. I look at it like as a parent, you know I have football, I had soccer, I have wrestling now, I have 4 kids, I need to make dinner, they need to do homework. And so I treat my first graders like, what do I think I can handle after? And you can always do more, you do you, but you can always do more. The parents, you can always show them what else they can do. But this is what I ask them to do. And to be honest, the ones that don't need it are the ones that do it. And the ones that need it, even though you talk to your parents about they need to practice reading, they need to practice writing, they're the ones that consistently don't do the homework. And so it's kind of a battle that I don't want to fight. You know, homework, they're at school, they do everything that they need to do at school. This is their job. So, and I tell them this is your job and you get paid by, you know, whatever your parents do at home. You get your report card, that's how you get paid because that's how hard you worked. But again, I don't believe in homework. So homework for me is, and you cut in half a reading log. They write down how long they read, what book the title is. This week I had homework saved from last year, so I'm just going to use it. It's going over high frequency words, it's going over rewriting sentences with contractions, and it's going over plurals. And so this is all stuff we've gone over already. And then math is some skip counting, math is some subtraction, and then we have tally marks, and then they have to answer questions and shapes. So it should be fairly easy, quote unquote. Things that we've gone over already. This is actually standards from last week or things that we taught last week. So the week before we went on vacation. So it's review. And that's how I send home homework is I don't give anything from this week. I give things from last week because I already taught it and it should be a review. And then for the fun this week for homework, they're going to disguise a gingerbread man, a gingerbread person. And so they will disguise a gingerbread person just like they disguised the turkeys. And so they will do that as like a fun activity. Last time I did it with the turkeys, I had a lot of kids turn in their homework incomplete, but the turkey was done. And so they found that to be the best part, the most important part. And so that's what they did. I accepted it, I marked it down, they turned in their homework. But still, even with fun things, you know, the kids at home, they just won't do it. And that's just what their home is. So I don't stress homework. I do mark it down. That way, if there's any questions about do they do homework, I can say yes or no. But I let parents know that, you know, you can turn it in Friday, you can turn it in Monday, you can turn it in late, you know, I'll take it. But I don't stress over it. And that's just the way I feel about it. And that's what I do. The years I had no homework, parents actually went to the principal and said, you know, that I didn't have homework and it was a problem. So I give very little homework. Hey, it's lunchtime. It's 10:45. I'm gonna have to start getting used to that again. But I guess you could say this was my breakfast time when we're on vacation because my kids sleep in now. Shh. That's like one of the great things about having big kids is they sleep in or they can fend for themselves in the morning. So you're hungry, go have some cereal. You know how to make an egg, make yourself an egg, take care of your little brother. Let's see. I thought I was gonna get farther than I did. We just finished doing our poem. So we have the 5 crunchy gingerbread men. And I thought I would get through our read out loud with the tough cookie and then start Lexia, but we still haven't done that. So when we come back from lunch, we're gonna do our read out loud for tough cookie. And then today, all we're going to do is going to talk about who the characters were and the setting. So for that, I have my tough cookie header, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tape down beginning, middle, end. But what we're going to do when we come back is I'm gonna read the story and I'm just going to read it. And then we're going to talk about who the character was and then the setting of the story. The setting of the story is the hard one for most of the kids. And so I'm going to have to talk to them about that. So setting the story is where and when. This one just has a when. So it happened during winter because they were in multiple places in the story. We can actually write down that they were probably in a town. That would help them. And then, oh, here this says city. That's our where, and then our when is winter time. And so a lot of students, when you think of setting, a lot of my kids still have that blank face of what is the setting. And so we always talk about where and when, and then our main characters. And we talk about main characters usually are on every page. Like we see them so many times. And so main character, well, it's going to be Cookie, and then Fox is going to be right there with him. So we're going to do that, and that's all we're going to do today. So we're just going to listen to it, read it, and then we're just going to talk about main character and setting. And then tomorrow we'll reread it, and then I'll use my retelling cards, and we'll talk about beginning, middle, end. And so this is tomorrow's activity. So I'll save that for tomorrow. After that, they'll do Lexia, and I will pull my EL students. My EL students, we're gonna go over our sounds of the week, which are end blends. And so we're gonna have them make flashcards I'm gonna cut out. And so we're gonna go over and we're gonna read the words. We're going to write the words after we read them. And then we'll try to write some sentences with some of these words. And so with my ELs, I like to do talking with one rotation, and I like to do reading and writing with another rotation. So I usually meet with them 3 times, once for math, and then once for when we're doing Lexia, and then once during group. And so my EL students do get a lot of me time because I'm supposed to provide them with 45 minutes of EL instruction. So I do it within my own classroom. And then that's Lexia. And then after that, we'll get into our phonics lesson. And again, our phonics this week is going to be those end blends. And I do have decodable readers. And so I will take out those decodable readers that I got from Wonders that have the end blends in the booklet. And so we'll use that for part of my groups today. So we'll go over phonics. And then for reading today, we're gonna go read the best spot. And for today, we just read it. I cut and paste off of the Wonders online. I cut and paste just the words. And so that way we just read it with the words. We don't see any pictures. And so we just read the words for the best spot. And so today is just reading, and then we'll go over a vocabulary. The vocabulary this week is habitat, depend, hibernate, tranquil, and tolerate. So I'll do 2 today, and we'll talk about the ones that they already know, and then the rest of the week we'll talk about the ones that they don't know. So that's going to be my reading time. And then I have groups. Again, I have my ELs. They're going to do Lexia as one of their groups because they missed it. And then I have Epic. And then I have word work, which is going to go over the short U sound from last week. So that way it's a review. Working on writing, I have a simple direct draw about scarecrows with a word bank. And so the students will draw their scarecrow, and then they will write about scarecrows, and then it's read to self. And during that time, I pull another group. We do another rotation, word work, working on writing, read to self, and epic. And then I pull another group. And then after that, we have possessive nouns. We're going to review what possessive nouns are. And then we have our reading of the Gingerbread Man. So on Epic, which is free for teachers, getepic.com, I have linked in a Gingerbread Man story. So then after that, we'll talk about the character traits of the Gingerbread Man, and I think I'll have them take an AR test on this version. So I'm going to check to make sure that AR reads it to them, and I'm also going to check what level it is. But we'll listen to it, and then, or I'll read it, and then I'll have them take an AR test on the Gingerbread Man version that I read. And then this week, I'm going to do science. I haven't done science in a long time. We did our plants, and then I took a really big break. And so this one is going to be about drawing and observing animals. And so we're going to observe or watch a video. Someone's calling me. We're going to watch a video about an Allosaurus, and then we are going to draw an Allosaurus and talk about labeling animals. And that's pretty much what science is today, and then we're at the end of the day. So we'll see what I get done. That's everything I want to do. I need to staple homework together, and then I think I'm all caught up on what I am doing today. So I'll see you after school. Hi, it's Tuesday. It's lunchtime. Today, I was gonna wait for Christmas until December, but I couldn't help myself. I have these reindeer glasses I got from Five Below or the 99-cent store or some store, and it went with my reindeer shirt. And so since I was wearing my reindeer sweater, I decided to wear those as a head accessory. And then since this is gingerbread week, I'm wearing my gingerbread earrings. And they have little bites out of them, which makes it even cuter. But that's what I'm wearing today. And then Halloween nails. Halloween at heart. This morning I was being a Thanksgiving elf, I guess, and walking around giving little presents to my friends that I had bought them, just to say I'm thankful for them. You need a posse, you need a crew to stay sane in school. Today, what did we do? Today, we did January, because I forgot to do it yesterday. We did January. They drew a snowman and they colored it. I have a sub, so we're going to do two today. They're going to do February with the sub. There's a Art Kids Hub with a bear holding a heart, so they're going to do that one for February. We did our phonemic awareness. We practiced our winter performance song. We're going to sing Let's Build a Gingerbread House and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We're going to do those, and I haven't had a winter performance in years. So we're going to have one next week, and so we have to learn our songs. So we've sang them a couple of times throughout the day. We did math whole group because this took quite a bit of time. So we did math whole group subtraction, and the kids were just like going through it. So I'm glad that I can move probably a little bit faster, and I'll probably do whole group for a while just so we can get this done to make way for this, and we'll see how it goes. We did ST Math. I did my phonemic awareness. We started our read out loud. Yesterday we just watched Tough Cookie. And then today I'm going to read through it, and then we're going to do our beginning, middle, end. This one's from Primary Scouts, beginning, middle, end for Tough Cookie. And then I have the cards. I laminated them in hopes that I can take them off the chart and stick them inside their folder and then use them again next year. That's my hope. So we're going to do that with our read out loud. And then today, let me see what else I have. Okay, today we have 5-minute phonics for final blends. That's what we're going over this week for our our phonics. And then we're going to get into main idea and details from the best spot. And that should probably take me until I have my sub. And then I have a sub for about an hour. And with the substitute, they're going to do February. And then they're going to do a worksheet on contractions. We've gone over contractions. So this is just be a simple cut and paste activity to go with contractions. And then on the back, I'm gonna want them to use the contractions in a sentence. So we'll see how that goes. I have a sub from 1 to 2, but in between that, I have recess, and then I have PE. So they'll probably only get to these two things once they finish with PE. And then they have a worksheet of word search. My kids like it, they hate it, but we'll see how they do with this one. So I'll leave this for my substitute. And so then at 2 o'clock, I'll come back. And then I don't think I'll do rotations today. I think I'll save that for tomorrow because of the substitute. And then we're going to go into our read out loud for Gingerbread Man. So yesterday I just read the gingerbread story, and they took an AR test and all of them passed. Today we're going to read Ninja Bread Man, which is on Epic, and then again we're going, or not again, but we're going to talk about character setting problem solution, and then we're going to fill out a paper on that one, and then that will be my day. If I get to science, I'll do science. I plan science for every day this week. yesterday I didn't get to it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I have science again today. I skipped the rest of the plant part and we went to animals. I might do plants again during the springtime to finish the plant unit. I did about half of the plant unit for twig, and so we'll see what I get done today. I have staff meeting. We're supposed to decorate the library for AR, so I have stuff that I need to look for, and then I have to go home. So I'll talk to you later. It's still Tuesday. It's 4:44. Do you make wishes? I don't know. It's 4:44. I am still here. I'm part of the AR team, Go Team, and we decided that we were going to do Harry Potter theme, so we decorated one of the walls with Harry Potter. I'll take a picture of it when it's finished, and I'll let you guys know how it looks. But I had, my previous classroom was a Harry Potter classroom, so I had some castle brick wallish border around my walls, and then I bought banners for each of the houses, and I bought flags for each of the houses, and so I had all that already. And then I also had a sorting hat, and then I have Hedwig, and so I had all this Harry Potter stuff, and so we decided we're going to do Harry Potter. So we decided to stay, me and kindergarten teacher decided to stay, and we did a wall and just lay down the background, and then we started on another one, and then we have to finish it. So tomorrow during our PLC time, I'm going to go ahead and finish that. But like I said, it's 4:44. It's time to go home. I won a Starbucks gift card for my first graders being the highest in one of the top 4 for ST Math. So we're supposed to get 30%. I'm at 24.3%. So I need to keep on working on that. And so I'm gonna buy my kids a little something because, hey, they won me a gift card. So I'm gonna buy my kids something. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm out half day in the morning tomorrow. So I have my sub plans here. I left some money for them to pass out. They're going to do Tough Cookie. They're going to do an activity with it. They're going to do their direct draw of March. And then I found an addition, subtraction, mix-up page for math. And then my sub today didn't get to the gingerbread word search. So they're going to do the gingerbread word search along with ST Math as well. Gotta win that another gift card. But I'm going home. I need to make dinner. I need to see my own children, and I'll see you